What's up, guys? Hey, we're back. Hey, Detruire? I'm terrible with names. How's it going? We're gonna be doing this is a weekend stream, which means we're working on Curse of the Iron Chef, our little 10-pager that we're doing live. If you guys have suggestions while we're working, feel free to shout them out. It's all good. Put them in the chat. You guys are right up there, right above me, in the chat right now. That's for transparency, so nobody can be like, Nickfil is just taking all the chat ideas. He's not actually writing anything. Yeah. It's fine. No one ever gets it right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So we're writing Curse of the Iron Chef, and if you are new to this stream, this is part 2 of the writing. There's been 2 streams before this. We've done brainstorming, where we kind of figured out what we wanted to write about, and then we did some scripting, and now we are doing some more scripting. So I was thinking about just jumping into like where we left off, but maybe we should do a read through real quick just to make sure that like everything is copacetic. Everything's all good. And by the way, just to back up and reiterate why we're doing this, I advocate a lot for you guys to get out of your comfort zone with coloring, to try stuff out, try art out. There's just throw stuff at the wall, see what works, experiment, have fun, that kind of thing. So, taking my own advice, all of this. Writing is like, I think, the furthest outside my comfort zone I can get. Here we are. All right, so I guess we're just gonna hop right.
Madness, our old friend.
That was weird. You guys, I keep hearing things. I don't know if the chat could hear that. That was like how weird for a second. All right. Without further ado, let's get into the actual nuts and bolts of this thing. So, yeah, I don't know what that was. Hear what? Yeah, exactly. The voice in my head as we go down this rabbit hole. Sup, boys? All right, so we're gonna do a quick read through. Page 1, panel 1. Winter, establishing shot of the town. Guard in the foreground, eating off a plate. These eggs are awful, says the guard. Panel 2, repeat shot. Guard in shadow, shocked, throwing eggs up in the air. We'll write robot shadow. Panel 3, robot crashing into town, semi-destroying things. Guard ragdolled in hand. Excuse me. Panel 4, inset panel, close-up of the robot head. So we get more comfortable as the creation goes on until it gets to coloring, and then lettering throws you off again. Pretty much, yeah. I think that's pretty much how it's gonna work. Although, Cosmic Lord, Cosmic Zord, I was thinking about this. So, lettering makes me crazy uncomfortable. Like, I think lettering makes me just as uncomfortable as writing dialogue, but I think that we're going to be, like, lettering on a computer is like that. But I think we're going to try hand lettering, which we'll see how it goes. Okay, panel 4, inset panel, close-up of the robot head. You feel the same way about lettering? Yeah. Present to me your greatest chef so it may receive pity and loss. Mob off camera. Kill it. Page 2. The town panicking. Panel 1. People coming in and out of houses, etc. Burn it. It's worse than the basilisk. It's unholy. The mom of the guard. It tried to kill my Raymond. Panel 2. Someone in the crowd throws a rock. Panel 3. Robot gets hit in the head. Panel 4. I imagine these are very quick. Yeah, they're marked small. Robot throws a huge rock. You backwoods idiots choose death. Panel 5, Boulder hits the crowd, squashing a guy. And this was our page that we did not actually like plan on, but we got to intro Grace, and I feel like she needs an introduction. Panel 1, shot of the robot from the crowd's perspective. So he says, you backwards idiots would choose death over killing the basilisk that plagues this, and then ... trails off, dump. Panel 3, crowd shot, Grace unseen. Hey! Panel 4, shot of Grace in the parted crowd. I'll be your Huckleberry. Dad captioned, absolutely not. Page 3. Okay, so we're at page 3. We should maybe like break this a little bit. Page 3. Grace talks to Dad. Interior Grace's family house, small, poorish, not a lot of frills, log cabin-ish, hearth, woodpile, table, tankard, sturdy. Am I going to print it with the word bubbles or something else? You're not quite sure how this process goes from digital colors back to traditional. So, okay, I'm going to answer your question, but let's do the run through real quick. Page 3, panel 1, interior Grace's house, blah, 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 blah. Kitchen is important, stocked with cutting-edge equipment like a very nice pot, a grumpy kettle, ventilation, etc. Grace's dad talking to her as she packs some spices right into a pack. Dad pointing at a photo of Reggie, Grace's brother. Make sure to see the photo. Dad, I can't lose you. Not after Reginald didn't come back. Reggie's the reason I need to do this. Grace tying a pan to the pack. I don't like it. I don't know what that thing has in store for you. We can get somebody else. Pfft, under breath. Like any of these cowards would go. Panel 3, shot of Grace being heroic, strapping on a small sword. I'll bring him back, Dad. Oh, wait, but she doesn't actually bring him back. She just, like, finds him. Maybe, like, I'll find him. I'll find him, Dad. Let me do this. Dad giving Grace a cooking knife. If you're going to go, take this. Page 5. Grace a little shocked. Grandpa's knife? I can't, Dad. It's yours. Oh, Grandpa's knife? I can't, Dad. It's a family knife. It's yours now. Shot of the knife in Grace's hands in the home. Page 4, panel 1, copy previous panel. Grace clutching the knife in a snowy walk with the robot. Panel 2, full shot of her and the robot. Grace stowing the knife. Can't your meat legs move any faster? Grace, why do you need me for this? Them trudging through the snow. The only thing I need for you is not to die. Can you manage that? Small shot of the robot. Stay behind me when it starts. Follow my commands. You are useless. I think this is... I don't know if I necessarily like this. We're gonna highlight that for maybe a potential change. Small shot of Grace being pissed. If you guys see anything, by the way, if you see anything that looks weird or whatever, feel free to shout it out. Small shot of Grace being pissed, them being followed by the basilisk, which, by the way, I read the rest of the first trade of Delicious Dungeon. So I read the first 2 chapters, then we broke, and then we did like this scripting, and then I read the rest of it, and they literally fight a basilisk in the 3rd chapter. And I'm trying to like distance myself from it. I don't know. Life, man. Life. Grace, page 1, the basilisk jump on the robot. Don't look at it, it'll kill you. Page 2 or panel 2, Grace slides on the blindfold, starts backing up. Robot has the basilisk in a headlock and is just punching it in the head, struggling. Basilisk tail is biting off parts of him. Poison melts the metal. Robot, tenderize, you meat thing, tenderize. Grace trips backwards. She lifts the blindfold. She sees her frozen brother, Reggie. Reggie has a crossbow with an incendiary bolt. Grace, small text, Reggie. Page 6, panel 1. Grace grabs the crossbow, lowers blindfield. Grace's perspective, dark panel, outlines of the robot and the basilisk with labels like robot that might want me dead. Like a basilisk. The chapter, lay in wait until you turn to stone. Yeah, right, exactly. They couldn't put it in the 2nd chapter. I mean, we can change we just got to make it a poisonous creature. I think that's the only thing that we're like necessarily married to. So, It can be just like a poisonous viper or something. With labels: robot that might want me dead, creature that definitely wants me dead, crossbow in the foreground, holding crossbow in the foreground. Panel 3, fired crossbow, bolt is magic. Bolt hits and explodes. Panel 4, oh, we gotta tab this guy in. Fire everywhere. Dead basilisk and the robot is alive, but chunks taking out. We should specify huge basilisk. How do you spell it? I'm alright. It's fine. ISK. I had it the whole time, guys. Yeah, we could do a giant cobra. I mean, but I kind of want to make it weird. Maybe we're gonna bust out the D&D monster manual. Like, I don't want it to just be like a big snake. I want it to be like, I don't know. We could do a big snake with like legs. Oh right, not scales. That's what I forgot all about that. Like, we were gonna. I don't want to do scales because I'm bad at drawing scales. But then I saw. I mean, yeah, we could do feathers and stuff. Yeah. I'll do feathers all day. Scales, super boring. By the way, apologies. Like, I was at the bar yelling last night, and now my voice is a little shot. So, you get gravelly, Nick. You get Comic-Con, Nick, right now. Bullet hits and explodes. Dead basilisk and robot is alive. Huge basilisk eggs in the background. Robot. Magic is for dumb meat without power. Page 7. The harvest. Robot carving into the basilisk. A poisonous velociraptor. There we go. I think we're narrowing into the mindset that I want the chat in. They have feathers. We could do like a centaur velociraptor. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like a real thing. I don't know. They could just call it the creature instead of the basilisk. Grace uses the knife to harvest out the poison gland. Poison dripping over the shoulder. Robot watching her. Shoulders destroyed from poison. Close in the robot. Idiot. So wait. Grace uses the knife to harvest the poison. The robot watches her and calls her an idiot. Okay. I don't know if we need this, like, panel 4 close in the robot. We could just say the robot says idiot. This could be a 5-pager. Robot ripping the meat off the basilisk. Close to another robot covered in blood. Now we cook. Let's figure out what we're cooking. Oh, okay. So this is where we left off. So we're going to do like a stir fry and we're going to do donuts. We got 2 pages to cook. I talked about this a little bit in, the previous chapter, but like, I don't know, maybe I need to draw this to show you, but like, I'm thinking, you know, we cut the page in like half. Big amphitheater at the top that like full bleeds, and then like 2 panels of the robot cooking, 2 panels of Grace cooking, 2 panels of the robot cooking, 2 panels of Grace cooking. You know, like, so you can like read all the robot and all of Grace, or you can read it like left to right and get like cuts between, you know, kind of reads in any direction as long as you're going left to right and top to down. All right. So, hey, Kate. All right. So, Cosmic Zord in the chat said, "Are you going to print it with word bubbles or something else? I'm not quite sure how this process goes from digital colors back to traditional." Okay. So, I'm very much trying to figure out, like, when I say that this whole thing is about, or the monster could be a rust monster. Oh yeah, like we could do, like he's corrosive to the robot and like, yeah. I'm trying to think about like, That could explain why the robot gets eaten, but the special knife, which is resistant, does not. Yeah, I feel like maybe, now that we're talking about this, that, like, the knife needs to be maybe highlighted just, like, a little bit more. It needs, like, its own panel so that you can know that, like, oh, with the knife, she was able to do all these things. But, okay, so, Cosmic Zord, to answer your question about lettering and word bubbles and all that. So, I've been doing sketchbook stuff. I've been doing once a day sketching. I recently got a light board that I've been using in the sketchbook. It's kind of like flipped my head a little bit because I'm trying to figure this out as I go. We're experimenting a lot. So I was doing like sketches, and that, like, I was doing like thumbnails, and then I was taking a picture of it with my cell phone, and then I was putting that into Photoshop, blowing it up, print it, and then I was going to print it out and then light it in the sketchbook and then, like, do it by hand. Like, that's what I've been doing, or that's what I was, like, starting to do the other day. And it kind of made me realize that, like, I don't know what I'm going for. Like that's the best way to get a nice sketchbook, I guess. Which, like, I don't know if that's necessarily the end result. And then I was kind of like, well, you know, that many steps, you're killing your energy as well. I don't know. I was still excited about it. Cross contour, because I was really only going from, like, thumbnail to, like, blowing it up. Like, the computer step is really just for me to, like, take the thumbnail, fix the perspective. You know, I find that, like, well, I mean, I'm saying this now, but you're talking about energy out of the drawing. I don't know. Like, I'm figuring this stuff out. I mean, people do breakdowns, pencils, inks. Like, you know, that's normal. You refine, and there are people who still, like, maintain the energy. But yeah, so as far as, like, our method, so, like, creating a text overlay for each page that you'll scan and put back in the final step. So, okay, here's the thing. So this is me, like, drawing on the side, like, with the sketchbook. Flameape is now following. Thank you, Flameape. We're working hard. So this is me, like, kind of, like, drawing on the side, doing the sketchbook thing, and just kind of, like, messing around with techniques. And, like, so I'm a comic colorist normally. If you guys are ever here for our streams during the week, or if you go to the backlog on YouTube or whatever, which all that info is below me, you'll find that, like, I'm a colorist. You know, normally that's normally what I do. I color Cave Carson as a Cybernetic Eye for DC Comics Young Animal. I color The Realm for Image Comics right now. We just finished up American Way for Vertigo. Like, I've done some Deadpool work in the past, like, year. Yeah, so, like, that's my wheelhouse, is, like, Photoshop. And I think that, like, for us doing something on stream, it might have to be digital. Like, I don't know that I necessarily Realm name drop #1. Got him. Oh, God. I'm just trying to tell you that I'm, like, you know, I'm very familiar with Photoshop. That's all I'm saying. For anyone who's just watching us make comics. So anyway, let's get back to the realm of all this. I think that what we're gonna do is stick to digital unless it goes really poorly. So I think that digital drawing will stay on screen really well, and it'll allow us to make edits really well, and it will allow us to do, like, thumbnailing, and you'll get to see all the thumbnails and blowing it up, and it'll all, like, it'll be easily conveyed. I think that partly why drawing it by hand in real life might be kind of tough is because I don't really like. I've been doing, yeah, we're comic writing. I've been doing like I can do it like in real life, but I don't actually have the like table set up anymore, really. Like, and I don't necessarily have the room. So I don't know if that is gonna work for this project. Like, maybe down the line we can work on something like going less digital and going analog. But for now, what I think we're going to be doing is like, you know, today we're going to be finishing off these last 3 pages for the script, and then we're going to start doing breakdowns and stuff, just for putting things together. Not really skill wise, ease of life skill wise. Yeah, I find that like, I mean, like from my very very little experience drawing comics, like, because like I said, I haven't actually like drawn a comic in probably over 10 years. So this is going to be like, and I'm not doing sequential pages in the sketchbook. Like, this is going to be, you guys are going to see, like, this whole experiment is basically for you to see me outside my comfort zone trying things out so that I can encourage you, because I want you to have that fire too. And I want you guys to see, like, you know, the struggle. And I want you guys to see that it's like possible to make a comic, and it's possible to, like, you know, you just got to start, you know, you just get over your shit and you start. So yeah, but in my limited experience, I think that like doing the perspective and stuff might be a little easier on the in Photoshop than it will be in real life, only because you can like zoom out the paper and like plot your perspective like really easily. Also, I have a bunch of like cheaty kind of tricks. I have like perspective brushes. You can just like stamp in perspective lines. I don't know if those are useful or not. We're gonna find out. There's not that there's like a ton of perspective in this book anyway, but they're mostly like in the woods the whole time. At any rate, let's cook, guys. Let's cook. All right, page 8. We're gonna cook. So we have. I'm gonna break these pages down into like. I was thinking maybe like page 8 should maybe be 8 to 4. Yeah, 8 panels. And they should be kind of like with like a header at the top. So like. I don't know exactly how, like, I don't think there's language for this. Maybe like full bleed into the gutters header. Robit has set up a kitchen. An outdoor kitchen in the town square. Should we start with the robot? Yeah. Robot on left. Is there an announcer? No. I mean, maybe we could do. Yeah. Erica. Yeah. This is gonna be about. It's gonna be about a robot. In like kind of medieval-esque times that is comes to town and picks out the greatest chef, and then yeah, comics and robots. This is your dream stream. Yeah, this is part 2. So oh, he's also a comic writer. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like it's gonna be about cooking, it's gonna be about fighting creatures, and it's gonna be about robots. Yeah, you're a little behind, but it's fine, you'll catch up. So, and for anyone, Erica and anyone else that is like coming in and being like, I'm a little behind, if you go down to my YouTube, because I think Twitch only keeps like a week or 2 back. Yeah, you should get a boxer announcer with a mic. Yeah, so okay, let's figure that out. So in my mind. Oh, so first, for anyone that's like a little behind, if you scroll down to the YouTube, there will be a like a playlist for Curse of the Iron Chef up there, so you can sit down and literally watch every like terrible hour that ticks by, every struggle in real time. You're the writer you always hear on Cadet Stream. Ah, okay, all right, yeah. And a boot. Oh no. Yeah. So, okay, in my mind, like the robot comes into town and it's like kind of millipede like or centaur like, in that it has like a normal humanoid shape and then like a train essentially of like different like small cars with like legs on them. And then like when he goes to fight the basilisk, like he detaches from the train, and the train actually like sets up the kitchen. So like he rolls into town and he's like, let's kill this basilisk. He like unplugs from this thing, and then like the thing like sets up into the kitchen. And we could do like little helper robots. Basilisks, yeah. I'm trying to hit all the buttons, Erica. Yeah, we're gonna make basilisk donuts. Yeah, so I was thinking we could do like, so there could be, and we're gonna do some like the stream after this. We're not gonna go into straight breakdowns because like I want to have like a clear cut vision of like what we're doing, because I feel like I was talking to McComicker the other day, and he was saying, hey, you know, like you've scripted the beginning, you know, like, are you just going to jump into drawing? And I was like, no, we're going to do this thoroughly. We're going to, cause I feel like every time I don't have a roadmap, it goes wrong. So like Optimus and yeah, exactly. Optimus and Ultra Magnus drop in their trailers to make the weapons platforms. Very similar, but I kind of want to make it a little more fun, but we could do like a tiny little like sous chef announcer robot that like maybe he like pops out of one of the containers or whatever. That would be kind of fun, with a little mic and a tux or something. I don't know. Make him adorable. This is gonna be super fun to draw. Yeah, we'll see. So in college I was not super great at drawing text, so we're gonna fucking figure it out, I guess. So robot on the left, Grace on the right. Yeah, script before drawing, lay down the foundation before you build the house. Yeah, a little announcer out of the robot train. You like that? Yeah. Okay, so each Grace and the robot are gonna get a set amount of panels to cook. I think they're gonna get 4 on the first page, 6 on the next. So we're gonna do 10 panels, 10 and 10. So Grace, so let's do Grace's 10 panels. Grace is making basilisk donuts, and she's using the eggs in the dough, and she's using Grace as the meat bag. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's write that little thing. Let's write the announcer, because I'm kind of jazzed on it now. Totally biased announcer, absolutely. Yeah. So okay. Kitchen in the town square. Robot on the left. Grace on the right. Tiny robot announcer. In the middle. Townspeople in the background. Hey fish, you guys are checking out the wonderful typing skills of a colorist right now in real time. Okay, so what is a little robot announcer? What should we name? We should name him. Jake. I always wanted to like. I saw a dog online that was named Tugboat. I kind of want to name this guy Tugboat. We're gonna use tugboat right now, unless the chat wants to name him something else. EJ Sue wrote a book on drawing transforming robots. Tugboat, yeah. The stuff is actually fairly difficult. It is super difficult. I'm hoping that like I can just like channel Atomic Robo artist Scott Wegner and just like I think we just kind of like make some bones and then put a bunch of wires around it, and then I think we're maybe good. I don't, whatever, it's fine, we'll figure it out. Okay, so tugboat. Here's the thing, no one is going to like. Here's the thing about tugboat. I kind of wanted to design him like that dog that I saw online too. It was a very fat pug that was blind. It was adorable. A little underbite. Tugboat. Nobody's ever going to say Tugboat's name, so it doesn't matter what we name him. In this corner, like, how do they announce them on the Iron Chef? I guess they just say their name and then do it. We'll know. Yeah. Weighing in. How much does a robot weigh? Like a building-sized robot. 5 tons? 10 tons? 20 tons? 20 tons? They had a crazy guy bite a bell pepper. Oh my god. They had a crazy guy bite a bell pepper that announced them. Oh, right. Cosmic is 10 out of 10 researcher. Yeah. Unless we destroy the tugboat and have everyone have an emotional breakdown because of grief. He will come back with a legit answer. Okay. How much does a robot weigh? Like 20 tons? Probably. Average building weighs 1,600 pounds. I don't know what that is in tons. We'll just... Okay, we could do poundage. 16,000 tons. A Gundam, 18 meters tall. Oh my god, we're talking about meters and pounds, and the chat is overwhelming me. Okay. The weight doesn't matter for now. Yeah, we're just going to make up a weight. We're going to give the Gundam weight 43.4 metric tons. Okay, we got to do some kind of like alliteration here for the chef. What are some other names for chefs? The galvanized glazer, the mechanical. Oh my god. Oh my god. Spell check can't even help me. The mechanical what do they call that sauce? The Moliere? I have no idea. It's like French. I am like, talk about way out the comfort zone. The galvanized gastrobot. There we go. The culinary cutter. I'm just going to put all of these in. And this whole page is just going to be one big... it's going to be one long word balloon. It's mole with like an accent, right? It's Spanish? Man, I'm like... showing all my white American. I'm showing off my white American roots. What culture is this? What is this? I don't know. Yeah, and then the meat bag. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. What are other culinary terms? Let's look up culinary terms right now. I got another window over here, and we're just gonna try to match them to like Giant list of 101 culinary terms. Here we go. Here we go. We don't want to subscribe and stay informed. What's another, like, maestro? Yeah. The mechanical maestro. We should look up. Okay, let's look up the M's. The M's on this. Made from the golden crown of fish hunks? Corn husks. Oh my god. I'm reading your name and it's incorporating itself into your sentence. Maestro just means master, yeah. The mechanical mince master. How about that? The mechanical mince maestro. Okay. Do we got any other good terms? I can't even pronounce mignonet. Like, I don't even mignonet. Guys, look. I communicate in pictures exclusively. Roughly cracked or coarse ground peppers. Yeah. I can speak well. I cannot write well. Needling, like Mignonet. Sure. I got there, kind of. I'm kind of looking to see if there's anything else that, like, jumps out at me. Maybe something like the hydraulic something. The hydraulic harissa. I don't know, maybe this is good. The galvanized gastrobot. The culinary cutter. The mechanical mince maestro. The hash slinging slasher. Sure. The harissa hydraulic hero. God, what else should we, like, I just want to keep going. Like, I feel like this is a deep vein that we need to mine. We got an S one. The OS the OS built to saute. I don't know if that one necessarily works. You can do something funny with the word balloon, like he's weighing down the announcer. Yeah, we could definitely do that. The original Gundam is approximately six stories tall, weighing 40. Oh God, 6 stories tall. He needs to not be 43 pounds or 43 metric tons. We'll do 15. Flambe. The functional, the steel, sauteing sentient Oh my god, I cannot spell, and this is going just on the stream forever. I did say building sized. When I said building sized, I meant like a medieval hut, not like stories tall. He's not castle sized. He's like 1-story house sized. That's my fault. Staying the OS optimized for omelet making and oven baking. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. I gotta type it. Shit. And oven baking. You thought large building as well? No, he's like, because we got to make the basilisk bigger than the robot. And I feel like at some point we've just lost, like, we're supposed to feel for Grace in the story. And I feel like at some point, if we keep going larger and larger, it's like, oh, now we're just like a kaiju story, which is not bad, mind you. But it's like, where's Grace? Oh, she's the squish under the foot, you know? Can we have a quiche bot? Yeah, quiche. Quiche, the galvanized gastrobot, the culinary cutter, the culinary. There we go. The culinary. I feel like we need robot acronyms now. We're like, I'm getting like narrowed in. Not acronyms. Synonyms. There we go. There we go. All right. There you go. Contraption. The culinary quiche contraption. The mechanical mince maestro. The hashtag sling and slasher. The harissa hydraulic hero. The steel sautéing sentient with the OS optimized for omelet making and oven baking. The robot. And I feel like, okay. Tugboat. Word balloon. Weighing. Oh my god. Him down. You can tell I script and write a lot, huh? All right. Culinary. There we go. So we should also write that like bit on the left. The robot on the left should get like cascading sunlight. And like rose petals. Oh my god. Today, you know, it's been a long weekend. Do not judge me. Do not. It's mesmerizing watching me type. Single story robot, 4 and 10 tons. 15 makes sense if you're including the train. Yeah. Thank you, Cosmic Lord. All right. Tugboat and the meat sack. Judged. Yeah. Yeah, this is the perfect don't look at me. Subs in the chat, throw up the don't look at me emote. Okay, alright. Grace and darkness. So like the robot looks like amazing, and then Grace looks like she's like, you know, whatever, an afterthought. Alright. So now we gotta like actually do the cooking. Tugboat aside. Let's see if we can do this in 10 panels. Let's make sure this works. Full bleed from the gutters. A header. Setting of an outdoor. Of an outdoor kitchen in town square, robot on the left, Grace on the right, tiny robot announcer, tugboat in the middle, townspeople in the background, robot on the left, cascading sunlight and rose petals, Grace in darkness. Is it time for the cooking stream? I think, like, we aren't going to be cooking, but we should probably, like, start figuring that out. Let's look up a donut recipe. Yeah. Oh, this is the YouTube search for donut recipe. So like, I think I clicked this before. Yeah. So this is a hipster lady. She's making a thing. I'm hesitant to like put she doesn't have the, I guess the thing is the recipe. Hold on. Let me just find a recipe, because I think that we can just like rip the script. We can just like rip the recipe into and like make it into the script. Hopefully. But if you notice, like when this isn't like glamour shots of this lady, it's like, you know, shot of the mixer in her hands. Like I think this is like this shit right here. Like I think this is basically what we're going to be doing like most of the time with this. It's just going to be like shot of mixing, shot of oven, shot of, like, she's explaining it to us. We don't need all this shit. We need this, like shot of the stuff going in, mixer working again. You know, like she's making donuts, we're going to be making donuts. Can you go? Let's make her go faster. Hopefully this stream is usable and I don't get hit with copyright business. That's what they do in cooking mangas to make it really exciting. You want her tattoos? We all want her tattoos. Trust me. So yeah. The thing is, like, I'm like catching up because I'm moving it so fast. Here, we don't have to do full HD. We can shrink it. All right, yeah, that helped. All right. So, yeah, I think we're just going to do, like, because that's kind of how Delicious Dungeon solved it, too. And I know we're trying to not be like Delicious Dungeon, and I feel like we're pretty far away from Delicious Dungeon. But I think we just want to kind of be, like, you know, in that same realm. Like, all that bit that she did right there when she was, like, laying out the dough, like, this is the gold right here. Shot. Yeah, like that's panel. Full HD or riot. The stream cannot handle it. 2 times speed, full HD. Let's do this. For anybody that is interested in this actual video, Cupcake Gemma is the channel. But let me Google. Let me see if I can find a good donut recipe. So here are donut recipes. I mean, we could just do the Pioneer Woman's donuts. I mean, we're not actually going to be like including a recipe. So like we can just kind of use this as, you know, the robot going to dump everything down its mouth hole. Yeah, well, so we're going to write the resolution. Should we write the resolution before we like tackle this? I feel like this is going to be the toughest thing to do, or maybe the easiest. Maybe we just rip this thing and then your other recipes. I don't care. Tips and tricks for making donuts. The chilling time is a must for donuts. Okay. The butter needs a chance to solidify in the fridge, which makes the dough less sticky when it hits the fridge. Don't skimp it. Oh, so we need a fridge. Fridge chilling time is important. Oil temperature is hard to gauge without a thermometer. You recommend getting one. Use this candy thermometer. We can kind of skip that because Grace reading thermometers is not really great storytelling. No donut clutter, no worries. Use wide mouth can ring. Anything is blah 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 blah. Traditional glazed donuts. Blah 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 blah. All right, so we're gonna augment this recipe. So instead of using the oil for frying, we're gonna fry it in basilisk poison, and then I was thinking we'd use the basilisk eggs. Instead of using 2 whole large eggs, we will use 1 comically huge egg. The robot's gonna dump everything. You think you can actually just rip the recipe? Yeah, as long as the recipe text has text on the page, the script doesn't matter. Yeah. You should also create Wallywood 10 panels that work for cooking and comics. That would be actually kind of great. Yeah, so we might use the venom. Yeah, we're going to be cooking it in the venom. Donuts that will murder you. So, like, I was thinking, you know, so, like, you use alcohol in cooking a lot. And the alcohol will actually, like, when you're like putting it in a soup or I don't know, why would you put alcohol in soup? I don't know. Anyway, the point is that when you cook with the alcohol, it burns it off. So like, I think that like maybe we could use that kind of mentality of like burning off the parts of the venom that will kill you into like this delicious like sweet kind of like thing. You know, like by heating it, like the chemical changes. All right. So let's just rip this whole thing. So am I going to have the actual recipe with the page, or are you just researching what beets to have? I'm researching what beets to have. Yeah. All right. Sincerely, yeah. So as much as I would love to just, here's the thing. I don't know what like the etiquette is for copyright of a recipe. It seems like something that's like easily traded around, but like if we take this beet right here, like this, if we take this recipe and we make it into the comic, like, and use all the beets, and then we put this recipe in the back and we're like Grace's donuts, but it's like clearly the Pioneer Woman's donuts, like, are we in a kind of a shady situation there, like, at that point? I mean, I guess if we use the basilisk poison and everything, it won't be the Pioneer's Woman's donuts, the Pioneers, anymore. I'm gonna kill the readership off. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, if you want to make these donuts at home, please use poison. Don't make these recipes. Maybe we should, but like maybe we should include like a glaze with like green food coloring or something like that. Like that, like an actual, like, you know, we'll write like basilisk eggs, but, you know, regular chicken eggs will be suffice, you know, or yeah, warning, this recipe is unsafe for consumption. All right, let's get into actual scripting. We're off the rails. All right, to make the dough, warm the milk until it's nice and warm when you dip your finger in it. So we can just like have the milk. So we should probably figure out like what we need. Milk, chilled. Chilled, we need 1 1/8 cup. Oh, we could just rip this. I don't know why I'm not. Holy moly. Come on, computer. You can do it. We're off the rails. Welcome to the comic industry. Yeah, tell me about it.
There are only 4 rules you need to remember. Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
There you go. That's the old standby. I need that for instances like this. Yeah, I love that actor too. I feel like that's a great moment for like Snart. Yeah. I feel like that mentality of like you make the plan, you execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan is like the best like mentality to have when you're making a comic or doing anything with art, really. All right, so we don't want warm milk because aren't we chilling it? I think we're chilling it. I think I deleted that part, but yeah. To make the dough, warm the milk until it's nice and warm when you dip your finger in it. Add the milk to the mixing bowl. Okay, so we do need warm milk. All right. This is like what's on the table for Grace. So maybe panel 1, shot of the table. Maybe we shouldn't think about it as panels. Maybe we should think about it as tiers. Like panel 1's like a wide shot of like a bunch of stuff on a table, and then like that's panel 1 and 2, and then like tier 2 will be like a 2-beat kind of thing. Panel 1, I'm going to put in parentheses 2. Shot of the table, what's on the table for Grace? Here's what it is. So, okay. Add the bowl to the mix. Yeah, add the bowl to the mixer. Add the milk to the mixing bowl. Okay. We also need mixing bowl apparatus. God, did I actually do that right? I think I just did that right. I have to Google it to make sure. I did that right. Whew. Add the sugar and stir to dissolve. Add the yeast, stir to combine, let it rest for 5 minutes. Okay. So there's a lot of like actions that are happening, but we have to distill this down to like, I mean, I guess we can add a page, but now we're like up to 12 pages on my 10-pager. Cuz like I feel like this is a lot of stuff going on. So you're putting in the milk, sugar, and yeast, and you let it sit. So, I mean, maybe we can do that very, very quickly. Oh my God. Word, please work with me. Oh my God. Panel 1. Breaking into 3 moments. we're gonna bend the rules a little bit. Add milk, sugar, yeast. Like we're just gonna add all those things. So that's like that's number one. That's panel one. We add beaten eggs to the melted butter bowl and stir to combine. Oh, we can just add all this stuff. Because, I mean, like, even though we need to, like, let it sit, I don't think that it will necessarily, like, you know, break the... We gotta, like, paraphrase this. This is actually much more difficult and actually more... like analytical, not super creative than I thought it was going to be. But hey, chat, this is what you wanted in the brainstorming section. I'm doing this for you. We don't need this. We can cut the 10 minutes. All right, panel. Oh my God. Put the dough in a slightly oiled bowl. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap. Refrigerate the dough for 8 hours overnight. I'm just gonna cut that right out. Roll it up. Yeah, we're just gonna. Oh, we could just do like 3. Freeze the dough with like ice dragon something. Freeze the dough with like just like magic. I think that's right. Freeze the dough with magic. There we go. To form the donuts, remove the dough from the fridge, roll it out until a lightly floured surface. Okay. Cut the donuts. Place the donuts on a greasy baking sheet. Repeat with the remaining dough. We don't need this. Cover the donuts, let them rise, doubled in size. The donuts. Oh, man. Yeah, we're not putting them in the oven, lady. You crazy. The only way to eat a donut, by the way, baked donuts, you're bullshit. Fried donuts, you're my man. This is going to sound strange, but you looked up what the basilisk's natural enemies are, and it's robots, right? It's a weasels and mongoose. Huh. Maybe something like weasel blood because they're immune to the poison? That's interesting. We could do that. We don't necessarily have to keep it rooted in reality, though. But we're going to put that in the back of our mind for now. Okay. Let's recap. So we're adding everything to the bowl. We're beating, and then we're turning on the bowl. We're mixing it. And then we add more stuff to the bowl and we mix it. And then we freeze it with magic. And then we unfreeze it with magic. And then maybe some unnecessarily lore. Yeah. We freeze it with magic. We unfreeze it with magic. We cut out the donuts. And then we're on to the frying. So that's like, this is like 5 panels. Maybe 6. Cast iron skillet or fryer over medium heat, blah 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 blah. They only take like 30 yeah. Okay. We're gonna cut all this stuff. And we're gonna just put like yeah, we're gonna cut. We're severely editing now. We're placing the donuts in frying basket, dunking in venom, bubbling venom. Oh my god. There we go. You're just here for the donuts. Yeah, you just want to be ready in case that dumb-looking basilisk comes at me. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen the basilisk on the Wikipedia, but we can show it again. We showed it last stream. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, and look at his hat. That's something. That is something. Tiny hats. All right. Mixer's running slowly. So we're adding everything to the bowl. We stir it. Then we add more stuff to the bowl. We stir it. We freeze and unfreeze. If the basilisk doesn't have a hat, you don't know me anymore. Yeah. Oh, there'll be tiny hats. They'll be like, I think we're gonna do like tiny hats, and then we're gonna do a tiny hat on like the corner of Grace's plate when she plates it. Cut the donuts up. Place the donuts in the frying basket. Dunk them in boiling venom. Did we delete stuff about the glaze? We did. We're like Word is now inceptioning. We're indentation upon indentation over here. For the glaze, combine all the ingredients. Chuck them all in there. Mix until smooth. Oh, because there's a glaze ingredients. Just invent a weasel gun, just in case. Okay. Let's combine all the ingredients, mix until smooth. Add just enough milk to make the icing once the donuts are dipped. Okay, so we can just combine all the ingredients for the glaze and then dip the donuts. Okay. So I think we've managed to like... Alright, I'm going to fix this formatting. Oh my god, this formatting is a nightmare because I'm like cutting and pasting stuff from the internet. And what do we got up here? 22. All right, because I want to make this visible for you guys. So let's. There you go. All right. We've narrowed into like making this an actual comic book. Panel 1, 2, 3. Quick moments. Add the milk. Add the milk to the bowl. Add the milk, eggs, and melted butter into the bowl. Stir. That's panel 1, 2, and 3. Panel 4. While the mixer is running slowly, add flour, salt, and mix. Turn off the bowl. Okay, yeah. Panel 5. Freeze and unfreeze it with magic. So I was thinking, like, this is probably 5, 6. Like, a freeze and an unfreeze. Maybe, so I didn't want Grace to be like a magic. She's not a magic user. Maybe there's like buttons on the dash of like this robot console future kitchen that like instant freeze, instant unfreeze, like, but we need to make it feel magical somehow. I think that maybe like steampunk, steampunk magic, just like a hot and cold button, perhaps. Can she use magic ingredients? Yeah, she could use magic ingredients. That could be something that she was packing in the beginning. We could do like dragon's tears, dragon's ash, that kind of thing. Like she sprinkles it in, it freezes. She sprinkles it in, it thaws out. We need to actually show the spices then, because like that's important. So we gotta put them up here. Dragon's tears, dragon's ash. Let's fix this too, because basilisk egg, basilisk venom. Winter dragon scale. Yeah, we could do that. You missed everything. You didn't really. We're just like ripping recipes from straight up from the internet and modifying them. This is like, I feel like in the scope of everything, like this is probably going to be the least interesting stream. Yeah. Well, I was thinking because she packs on like page 3 or something like that. Winter dragon scale, dragon's ash, pouch, glass jar, the egg, butter, flour, salt, sugar. I mean, we'll label all this stuff too. It doesn't have to be totally perfect, because we're not like, we're doing a cooking thing, but we're not. This isn't like real life bullshit. Like we can show like a full table of like a bunch of different tinctures and stuff, and then like the reader will kind of like fill in your own lunch important question: non or no non? You always go non. You got to throw it in. He stole a recipe and made it super poisonous. He's trying to kill the readers. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, and you missed the robot announcer named Tugboat. Always non, Boix. Always non. Freeze unfreeze the dough with magic, dragon's tears, winter dragon scale. Dragon ash. Okay. Tugboat. Tugboat is going to become the unofficial mascot of the stream. I can see that happening right now. All right. So yeah, 5 and 6 freeze unfreeze the dough with winter dragon dash, and then what's that, panel 6? So we want to do panel 7. We gotta actually like make the donuts. We missed that part. Make the round donuts. Panel 8. Place the donuts in a frying basket, dunking them in bubbling venom. We might not have to do the like. As much as I want to do the glaze, we might not have room. I guess it's only like 2 panels. I say that now, but I don't actually know if it's going to be just 2 panels. Panel 10, dip the donuts. And then I guess we're going to do a panel where she plates them. Grace plates the donuts. She uses the tiny hat of the basilisk. We got to show the dip. Yeah. I mean, I guess we don't have to show her making the actual like venom that she dips it in. There's a lot of dipping happening. Because we're dunking it in venom, and then but we need a beat to like show her. Yeah, we need a beat because we can't dunk the donuts in the boiling venom and then show the donuts being dunked into like the next thing. We just need something in between those. Yeah, we could do a reveal for the we can do. Oh my God, let's just chuck a million. Let's just make this 22 pages. Like, why not? 9.5. Drizzle that glaze. Yeah. Plating. Yeah, you agree with him? We got to do the plate. Yeah, because we want like a 500-page epic. Here we come. Yeah. Hope you're good at drawing food. I mean, food's just shapes, right? I think I just figured out drawing, by the way. It's all just shapes. Don't worry about it. Just shapes. We're going to find out if I'm good at drawing food. All right. So I think we figured out Grace. What the hell was the robot making? It's all just shapes. Yeah. The robot was making like fried basilisk stir fry. All right. Maybe we're going to do like a grilled thing. What do you guys want to make? Robots shapes, foods are shapes, everything's shapes. So like as much as I want to do like a fried basilisk like thing, cuz like basilisks are kind of like we were talking about this before, like, you know, is it a snake, is it a chicken, is it like that's a cockatrice, I guess. Like the lore kind of like shifts around. We could do whatever you guys want to do. I was thinking fried chicken, but like if we're showing Grace, like if Grace is nonstop, like here's a panel of dunking, here's another panel of dunking. You may be too hungry because fried basilisk stir fry sounds delicious. Yeah, I mean maybe we should just do something else with the basilisk. Basilisk helper. Yeah. We have 10 panels for technically 12 because we want to do panel 1, 2 shot of the table. So we have like 12 panels for Grace. Let's do the panels for the robot. Okay, what are we making? A giant bucket of good old fried basilisk. The Colonel is pleased. Let's well, we're at the Pioneer Woman's website, I guess. Like maybe we should just, I'm sure the Pioneer Woman will keep this PG-13 and it won't get weird for Twitch terms of service. Like what's jumping out at you guys? We've got homemade granola. We got cheddar bacon corn muffins. This is jumping out at me. Baked potato, chocolate zucchini cake sounds disgusting. Okay, we want meals. One pan wonders. Let's do one pan wonders. Nick, a little off topic. You're looking at my flatting videos. Is the lasso way to flat faster than using the pencil tool with everything with everything turned off and then filling? That's what you learn from Sean Mandrake. It's very clean but super tedious. Are you asking what's faster, just using the lasso to trace out a hand, or like plugging the hand and then just filling? Plugging the hand and then just filling is the best way to do it. I'm going to start. So it's funny that you brought that up, because like I'm going to start doing little colorist secrets videos up on YouTube. So, and they're not going to be on this channel per se. So if you follow me on the YouTube, they're going to be like little 10-minute, basically like lessons kind of about like the basics of that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely make something for that. It's going to be like one a week. It'll be on the list. But yeah, the way that I did it, where like this is way off topic because we got to focus up. But I'll talk about it. Don't worry. Yeah, but I think that the way of like plugging the hand and the way that I did it on stream was the way to do it. I flatted hundreds and hundreds of pages for a long time. Yeah, we're gonna do colorist secrets is what it's gonna be called. Maybe we should just call it comic book secrets, because maybe we won't be a colorist forever. Maybe we'll be drawing food. Should we do like mushroom tacos? What do you guys think? Lasagna? Basilisk pasta. You agree with lasagna? Oh man. Where's the... Does she have a... I wonder if she has a lasagna. You're speaking to my Filardi Italian heritage right now with the basilisk lasagna. The best make-ahead lasagna, freezer-friendly. 12 slow cooker. We don't want slow cooker. Pepperoni pizza lasagna roll-ups? What even is that? Like this, I think maybe this will like plate better. What is she talking about? Printing out pictures and trips to Australia? Get out of here. The lasagna roll-ups are stoner food. It's okay. It's decided. You're making lasagna tomorrow, man. First time I made lasagna, I was looking at the recipe and I was like, none of this looks right. I'm gonna use my judgment. And let me tell you, using my judgment, not a good idea. The thing was like lasagna soup. I used so much sauce. It was a mess. It was a mess. There's the comic book secret right there. All right. Preheat your oven. Lay out all your lasagna noodles. Okay, so we're just gonna rip this thing. This looks like it's not a lot of like ingredients. It's not a lot of stuff. We're gonna use basilisk meat instead of the pepperoni. 2 cups shredded mozzarella cheese. Yeah, it's just pasta. It's sauce, noodles, meat, and cheese. First time you made lasagna, I was your taste tester. I think I remember that. That was a long time ago. Forever ago. All right. Panels for robots. Oh, we gotta... Let's move this up here. All right. Panels for robot. Yeah. Shot of the table, panel 1 and 2, shot of the table. No way you're eating it before. I think that speaks to an immense level of trust that I had for your lasagna, Ziggy. Panels 1 and 2, shot of table. For Robit, this is what he's got. I mean, we can make custom pizza pasta sauce. Maybe we shouldn't. It could be easier. You should have the robot be a pasta machine. I should absolutely do. I think that was suggested in the last. You might have suggested it, Hulk Hogan. I don't know. Can you make noodles out of feathers? That doesn't feel right. but they are magical creatures. All right, preheat the oven. Blah blah blah. We don't care. We don't care about that. Preheating the oven is bullshit. You heard it here first. Never preheat. This is a cooking stream. Did I mention how my first lasagna came out? Panel 3, pasta sauce in the bottom of the baking dish. Panel 2, oh sorry, panel 4. Just feel like you're gonna be more parts than just a couple of pepperoni pieces. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Pasta out of his left hip, sausage out of the right hip. He's just blasting food out of himself. All right. Let's back up. Okay. Panel 4. This needs to be a little bigger so you guys can actually read it on stream. Okay. Panel 4. Lay out all your lasagna noodles on top of your cutting board. 2 tablespoons of sauce on each noodle all over the sides. Repeat with the other noodles. Sprinkle half the cheese. So, yeah. Making lasagna is just like preheating some push-ups, getting all pumped up. See, that sounds great, but like that's like hilarious and awesome, but like I don't know if it fits because we're going to be doing like tight cooking shots. It's going to be very much a cooking show. So he puts pasta sauce in, he lays out the noodles on top, he puts more sauce in, he puts the noodles on top. We could just like this is kind of hilarious. Like we can just start to like repeat panels. Like we only have to draw it. We draw in like this elaborate thing for Grace, and then like on one side of the page, and then on the other side of the page, it's like noodles, like sauce, noodles, sauce, noodles, sauce, noodles. I kind of like that. So yeah, maybe this isn't the best. Oh well, she's like rolling it up though, right? Yeah. Rolling it up. Yeah. All right. Let's close that stuff on the right. Sauce, noodles, speed lines. Yeah, exactly. That's Ziggy's in the right headspace. 2 tablespoons of sauce in each noodle. We don't need all this like specifics. So we're gonna lay the lasagna noodles on our cutting board or countertop. Wait. Okay, so wait. I'm getting confused by the directions, and this is why I don't cook. So she puts the sauce in the baking dish. Oh, it's gonna cook in the baking dish, but we're like rolling it up on the side. All right, sauce in the baking dish. Maybe we should put that down here. Whoa. Panel 3. We're gonna dress the dish when we start to use the dish. It may be good to like prep the dish beforehand, but whatever. So we're gonna lay the lasagna noodles out. Lay the lasagna noodles out. Panel 4. Add sauce to each noodle. All over one side. Panel 5. Sprinkle cheese on top of the sauce. Could be a cattle. Oh my god! Did you guys see this thing that Boyk's linked in chat? Catapult. I don't even. What? Yeah, it's an aberration. It's an in-universe cheese? Huh. Maybe not my universe. We're doing our own thing. We have no association with Wizards of the Coast. Look at this guy though. Whew. What a face. Bison body, short legs. Yeah, we can use it's an in-universe cheese. Yeah. Okay. All right. Sprinkle half the. We could specify. Could be a fun thing to specify. All right. Let's move the shredded. There we go. Now we're D&Ding. Basilisk thin meat slices. Alright, I'm trying to make sure that... Alright, panel 6. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure all the structure's right. Place... Alright, place the basilisk meat slices on each noodle. Starting at one end of the noodle, roll it up like a roll. This is panel 7. Maybe we aren't going to be repeating any panels. Panel 8. Because we're doing like, it seems like we're doing 10 panels over here too. Place the rolled noodle on the baking dish, blah, blah, blah. Repeat. We don't want the repeat. Panel 9. Remove that. We don't need this topping the noodles, topping with remaining cheese. And then we can just write like panel 10, bake in oven. All right. You're just thinking throwaway monster names? Yeah. A basilisk recipe could use a Munster cheese. Oh Lord. All right. So this is like. So we've broken it down to like, we have like 10 panels for Grace on one side. Panel 1 and 2, yeah. So like we have 11 panels for Grace on one side, and then we have 10 panels for the robot on the other, which is totally fine. We can fill one of the panels in layout or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and when it comes to like the art. Page 9.5 is just going to be 2 panels. 2 panels plating. Panel 1 lasagna rolls. I don't know how to spell lasagna. I'm cut and pasting it. Don't judge me. Don't look at me. See, perfect. First try. But I misspelled rolls. Don't look at me. Panel 2. Grace's donuts. All right. We're at the end. God bless this mess. Like this is legible, right? This is like a totally normal comic script. Like I love that we get to page 8 and it's like, oh, this reads like a normal regular script, and then we get to page 8 and it's like, what happened? Like all semblance of structure thrown right out the window. And also we made the favorite character Tugboat, like all in one fell swoop. Okay, so page 10 resolution. Okay, so it's easier to read than an Alan Moore script. So panel 1, Grace eats the lasagna rolls. Kinda into it. Panel 2, the robot deposits a donut into a hatch. The donut deposits a robot into the deposits a donut into the hatch. Panel 3, the robot cracks open to reveal. Cracks open a chef inside him. Inside him, weeping, crying. There we go. I just don't understand why they're in all caps. Well, all dialogue is in caps in comics. And a lot of people do a lot of like crazy shit with scripts just to like try to get them to like have structure and variance, you know? Like we're doing that. Chef inside him crying, donut in hand. Panel 4, falls out of the robot. He was too used to it to change. Yeah. Okay, so he falls out of the robot. Chef. It's wonderful. And so, okay, here's what we're gonna do with this page. Like, you think that like the robot cracks open and you're like, oh, Grace won. The chef loves the donut. Like, he's crying because he just loves this donut so much. But in reality, like, what we're doing is like the chef realizes that he's free from the curse of the Iron Chef. So we want like this moment of like triumph before the before what happens to Grace. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Panel 5. Crowd cheers for Grace. Panel 6. We're gonna add a page because we're running out of panels. Grace smiles. So like we actually like get a nice moment for Grace, and then page. Yeah. So like you'll see. Like, so the whole thing is like the robot comes to town, demands the greatest chef, takes Grace, kills this basilisk, and then they cook, and then he loses, he cracks open, the chef falls out, and then he magically binds Grace to the chef. The robot closes up again. Grace is inside, and then she's like, you know, she tells her parents or her dad, like, you know, don't worry, I'll be okay. And then the robot she says that, they don't hear her, and the robot looks at her and looks at the dad and was like, you would make a fine quiche. Like, the robot is like this curse where like she can't be who she wants to be in the world anymore, but until she finds a better chef than her. The robot's purpose is to find the best chef. But in doing so, she also saves her village, you know? And like the robot coming to town and killing the basilisk was like this chef that was in there before. He like realized, oh, well, if I'm going to be shitty to everyone around me because of this robot prison, and we're looking for a good chef, I'm going to at least like use the robot's strength to like help people kill monsters, blah, 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 blah. So it kind of like all ties in like a weird way, but we don't want to like spell it out you know, like you would make a fine quiche as a great final line. Yeah, I like it. That was in the brainstorming session two streams ago. Yeah, so we want to like let the reader kind of like realize, not like be like, and then this happened, you know. Page 11, which is actually page 12. Panel 1, robot glows. Panel 2, small chef. I guess we should give him a name. What do you guys want to name him? The chef that made the lasagna rolls. The robot, the chef, in him crying, donut in hand. The chef. I mean, we could just name him like Nick. No, we don't want to name him Nick. we could give him like, what's a like good D&D name? Trorg. The chef should also be named Reginald. No, that's way too confusing. I mean, we never know his name, but I don't want, like, if anybody ever like gets a hold of this script in the future and is like, I'm gonna start making comics, then like, I don't want the person to be confused. Clay, Chef Trorg. Yeah, I actually kind of like Trorg. More Reginalds. That is where my mind goes, but no. Chef Trorg could be like not a human chef, like could be like a goblin or like an orc. Orc Chef Trorg. I kind of like that. Now it's like he's like a real thing. Like, it's not just like, I don't know, Chef Boyardee man fell out of a robot. no Meatrog. Yeah. He falls out of the robot. It's wonderful. I mean, we're never gonna hear his name, so it doesn't matter what we name him. But just for naming sakes, we'll do Trog. As an homage to twitch.tv/the Boix's character, D&D character, who is as dumb as a box of rocks. So panel 1, inside the robot glows. Panel 2, small on Trorg, maybe just lips. Trorg, I'm sorry. Panel 3, magic cuffs bind around Grace. Panel 4, she's sucked into the robot. Panel 5, Dad runs to the robot. We're getting to the end of the page here. My dog is also coughing. I hope that's not on stream because it sounds gross. Panel 6, Dad runs to the robot. Grace inside the robot. Grace. Is De Niro okay? Yes. He eats his dinner like so fast, and then because he wants to we give him a treat at the end of his dinner, and then like he eats it so fast that he's like coughs. Like he doesn't puke. He's just like, oh, I need a glass of water. Like what did I do? And yes, you can hear it. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's fine. He just He's just a dingus. Grace. I'll be okay, Dad. I love you. Panel 7. Oh, you know what we could do? Like, so, we'll just finish this off real quick, and then we'll think about edits. Shot of the robot from the dad's point of view. Robot. You would make a fine quiche. I forgot how to spell quiche. There it is in the chat. Oh my god, one of my hands was in the wrong place. Oh wow, we're just gonna struggle with this apparently. You'd make a fine quiche, and I think that's how it ends. We could, instead of Grace being like, it'll be okay, Dad, I love you. We could have Grace be like, Reginald's in the, like, trying to give the dad the info on Reginald. Like, she could be like, Reginald's a mile and a half south, in the big grove of trees. You know, so it's like extra heartbreaking. Like not only did he lose Grace, but it's like he also is not going to be able to recover, you know, the body of Reginald, and like Grace it motivates Grace to get like out of this robot eventually. I think that might be good. Maybe Reggie's body. Yeah. Dad, Reggie's body's in the South Grove. A mile from here. Shot of the robot from the dad's point of view. Robot, you would make a fine quiche. Like, I don't know. Is that more heartbreaking? We have two options for the dialogue. Just like Grace could be like a simple "Dad, I love you," but like if we do like "Dad, I love you" for the end of like panel 6, then like she has to like at some point, you know, give the dad the heads up of where like Reggie is. Like we got to tie that up in like some capacity. Oh, we could do like, how about this? When she's getting like sucked into the robot, she could be like panicked. You know. That's a K, isn't it? Yep. Grace. We're working it out. We're figuring it out. Dad runs. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this reads a little better now. So, like, panel 2, small on Trog. Maybe just the lips. I'm sorry. Magic cuffs bind around Grace. She's being sucked into the robot. Panicked. Grace. Dad, Reggie's body's in the South Grove, a mile from here. Get him. Dad runs to the robot. Panel 6, Grace inside the robot. I love you. Shot of the robot from the dad's point of view. You would make a fine quiche. Yeah, that's a good ending. Perfect. All right. So, I think we're scripted. like, it's been almost 2 hours. This took far longer than I thought it was going to take. Like, I don't know if you guys have scripted anything, but this shook out to 12 pages. I think we might do a little bit of editing when we start doing breakdowns, just to be like, you know, once we see it on like an actual page, we'll figure out like if things are working or if things are not working, or like what we got going on as far as like the 12 pages that we have. I think that adding in extras at the end as far as like the recipes and the stuff, the hardest part was the cooking part. Yeah, the cooking part took forever. You have indeed scripted something. It always takes longer than you think it will. Figuring out those beats. Yeah. So the cooking part was like, even though it's like integral to the story, it like was the least creative part of this. I think that we talked a little bit about this, I think in the last one. There were a couple tweets going around, where like maybe a week ago, I think Mitch Gerardis was talking about this. He draws colors and inks Mr. Miracle, and he was saying like, you know, don't do your 500-page epic, like do short stories, like bang them out, because you don't know where you're gonna go, you know. And I think that the takeaway that we have from scripting this, at least for now, is that like even though like I enjoy Delicious Dungeon, I don't want to actually script cooking stuff. Like, I think that like if I was doing this just for me, turning legit recipes into poison takes a lot of creativity. Yeah. You've switched back. I think that like there were things in here that I really loved working on and things in here that I really did not love working on. And I think this is the root of like why like Mitch was talking about, you know, not doing your 500-page epic. Because like if we were married to this story, I'd be like, oh God, I have to like figure out dishes basically all the time. Like I'm gonna have to do like, you know, 2 dishes every issue forever. And it's like, man, I got through these 2, and I think that's all I ever want to do as far as like drawing cooking in any detail. So yeah, let that be just kind of a lesson, is that like working in short format has advantages in that you are super flexible. Like, you can decide to do things, you can decide to not do things. Like in the end, we don't even have to do this script. Like, we can turn around and be like, okay, script's done, let's do another one, you know? But I think we are going to do it, because I actually kind of really like Grace. And I like the robot too. And we got Tugboat out of the whole thing, which I also didn't think was going to happen. Most people just fake the cooking pages. Yeah. But the thing is, like, part of the heart of this needs to be the cooking pages. They might even fake them coy. Yeah. This chat. Oh, man. The best chat and the best worst chat in the world. We ended up 12 pages total. So off stream, I'm gonna kind of like edit this a little bit before doing page breakdowns, but I don't even want to jump totally into page breakdowns, because one of the things that happens when I script something and then we're adorable. One of the things that happens when I script something and then I try to do like think about the concept design on the page when I'm drawing the thing, is that like the concept design takes a back seat to like everything else. This is why you like the Marvel way of writing. You can just put the beats for the pages. Then after you worked out the panels with word balloons, it's easier to concentrate on the dialogue. Yeah, it's a fun, very loose way of working. Yeah, I mean, we could on the next one, I mean, I don't know how long this is going to take. We're working like a stream a weekend, and I'm fingers crossed hoping that if we have 12 pages and we do like one stream of pencils, one stream of inks, then we will have 24 more streams. So I'll see you at Christmas, I guess. But like whatever we do, the next one will be easier, and the one after that will be more easy. I hope. I don't know. But maybe we could try the next time we do this. We could try the Marvel way. And if we get to halfway through this thing and we're like, this just isn't working, let's scrap it. Like we can do that, and we can try doing it the Marvel way. Stay a little loose with things. And you know, since this is our story, we're also going to tweak things as we go. Like I said, we're probably going to edit. I'm going to edit the script just a little bit to make it more legible, readable, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to look exactly like it does right now on screen. And then we'll, you know, do breakdowns and stuff. But before we do that, next weekend, we're going to be doing concept design. We're going to design the robot. We're going to figure out how it works. We're going to design Grace and maybe her dad. And then we're also going to do like a top-down layout of her home so I can know where everything is in the room before we start to like, you know, do like perspective and all that stuff. I think that that's the best way to work going forward, because otherwise I'm just going to be like, every page I'm going to be like in the weeds being like, I don't even know what this robot looks like. You know what I mean? So anyway, but on Monday, when we come back to the stream tomorrow's Monday or Tuesday, whenever I'm able to stream, we're going to be doing a cover for The Realm. So you don't want to miss that. We're probably going to do it straight because it's just like a headshot kind of thing. It's the cover for number 8. We're going to color that on stream. And then we got another subscriber suggestion from Barry Colors. We're going to be coloring that probably on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, one of those days. And then we'll be back to this on the weekend. So the week will fly by. Don't worry about it. Until then, guys, chat. We wrote a script, and I'm not a writer, so that means you can do it too. Which means keep making comics. You guys got to keep making comics out there. All right. I'll catch you later.